What's going on, everyone? This is Tom with Jailbreak Nation. I thought that I would bring you a speed comparison test between the new iPad on the left and the new iPhone, the iPhone 5, on the right. Now, this is not going to be a scientific test, one which is going to be very kind of benchmark orientated. This is purely a real world test. I'm not going to be bunging it down with specs and things. Obviously, the iPhone on the right has the A6 chip and the iPad on the left has the A5X, so theoretically the iPhone should have the edge, but obviously the screen and things like that all are bigger on the left iPad, so we'll have to see how it does. So the first one we're going to do is a boot up test, and as you can see, we're just going to turn the phones on at the same time. I held them down for the same duration, and the iPhone on the right started quicker, but of course it's not about what starts quicker, it's about what actually boots up quicker. So if we just leave this here, you will eventually see who wins, and it is the iPhone. As you can see just there, the iPhone actually, for quite a long time, stays ahead of the iPad on the boot up test. I know I've had the iPad for longer, it's an older device, but this just gives you a kind of general idea about how fast the iPhone actually is in a real world kind of situation, because, an iPhone's quick. If an iPhone boots up that quick, then obviously it's much quicker than the iPad, which still hasn't started. And again, this is the latest generation of iPad. As you can see, it's just about to boot up. And there we go, I think. There, just there. As you can see, it's just done it. And, again, it's not a scientific test, but that just does show how fast the iPhone actually is in the boot up. Next, we'll do some comparisons launching apps. As you can see, here's Chrome. And very, very quick to start on the iPhone there. I did clear the multitasking trace before starting this video, so that was very quick indeed. Now let's try something different. Let's go ahead and launch maybe a game here. Should we go with Mega Run? Okay, so we'll launch Mega Run on 1, 2, 3. As you can see on the iPhone, it did go off to get off to a quicker start there, but the iPad did just beat it on that one. So that's quite interesting. Next we'll do Ballistic SE, great game. If you haven't checked it out, you should. And then the iPhone was quite a lot quicker on that one. Probably a good 3 or 4 seconds. And then we'll do one last final one, which is Bike Baron. And once again, the iPhone quicker off the mark, and there you go. So the iPhone is in, and the iPad is in after that. Next, I thought we should test some web speeds. So my iPhone and my iPad are both on the same Wi-Fi network. I'm just going to go ahead and delete the cookies and data in Safari here. I thought I'd use Safari rather than Chrome due to the fact that it is, of course, the native browser. So as you can see here, I'm just going to tap the clear cookies and data there, just like that, and then the clear history. Likewise with the iPhone, just like that. And then what we'll do is we'll head into Safari and load up some web pages. So here what we'll do is we'll go to JBN, as you can see, and then we'll just tap there. And as you can see, the iPhone does literally just get it, but not by much. And the iPhone goes to the mobile site, so it's not really a fair test, that one. But as we can see, we'll just go to a different website here. And now both sites are going to the mobile YouTube. If we can just type it in on the iPhone here. And 3, 2, 1, let's go with that. Pretty much at the same time. And as you can see, the iPhone does make it there. But again, it's not too far behind, and that's hardly going to make a difference in a real-world situation. And then let's do the final one. And I think I end up going to the New York Times, which was just weird. But yes, and then we'll finish up on the New York Times, as you can see. Just tap that. And the iPhone, it's a pretty close. The iPhone did actually get the last of the data saved, but the iPad was fully loaded quicker. That is just a general speed test. It's going to be, speed tests which are going to matter to you in your daily routine with your iOS devices. The iPhone was quicker in a lot of the situations, but in some situations the iPad was quicker, and you've got to remember that the iPad has to fuel a lot more pixels than the iPhone does, so the iPad does do well with that A5X chip. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this one. This has been Tom with Jailbreak Nation.